So Lizzie is retweeting Protestia, who says, Protestant pastor announces he has 2 wives, claims polygamy is biblical, which is true.
It is biblical.
Like, there are passages telling people to only have 1 wife and telling wives to only have 1 husband, but those are specific requirements for specific leadership positions within the church. There is nothing to indicate that those are meant to be more broadly applied to the congregation in general. And pastor was not one of the positions that was mentioned. It was like deacons and elders. So Lizzie says, to be clear, this is what happens when you depart from sola scriptura, which is the Protestant idea that you don't need a priest to connect you with God. You can, like, you can go through the scriptures. The scriptures are all you need. Roughly, that's roughly it. So, yeah, this isn't what happens when you depart from sola scriptura. This is literally the result of reading scripture and seeing that some of the most holy, godly men in the Bible had multiple wives.
And that's what happens when you read the Bible. Weird.
When you actually read it, and you don't skip past. You don't skip past the donkey dicks and horse cum. Okay.
Yeah, what we got after that?
That?
No,
okay.
I'm just like, I agree, because
I just thought it was funny.
I don't give a flying fuck what a bunch of Bible nerds say about their religion. This is kind of where I'm at right now. Like, if you read the book, there are people who were called to by God that had multiple wives, and when inconvenienced by other people in their marital relations, then got multiple wives that were the sisters of their previous wives. Like,
my favorite is the Dark Matter video covering, who was it? It was Jacob. Was it Jacob? The one that had the 2 wives, and then, like, at some point in the story, each of them was barren, and so they offered up their slave as, like, a surrogate uterus. I want to say that was Jacob.
That's even more fantastic. I love that.
Yeah. But, like, the Dark Matter cartoon has them, like, because they're in a baby war, because, like, they're seeing who can have the most babies, and, like, it's just... Here, I have to look it up now.
Do you, though?
I do. I'm not going to play it, because, you just go watch it. I just wanted to be able to tell you which one to go watch.
Melody says ADHD at work. Yep, that's what it is. That's why
That's my job is ADHD.
That's why I'm scrolling through Dominoes right now.
No, not King Solomon. I don't know which one it is. He's been doing videos for too long.
Most of his latest videos have been all just political rants, and I'm here for it.
Yeah, but it's hard to find one specific video that I don't remember the title of. His animation has come a long way. I don't remember. I'm not going to find it. There's a lot of sperms in his thumbnail. There are a lot more sperm in his thumbnail than I anticipated.
I still think the best thing he's ever done is the Power Corrupt series, hands down.
Yeah, that's what everybody says, but I never actually finished watching it.
Archer says, I love Domino's Pizza, one of the few places with cheaper gluten-free pizzas. Hey, that's fair.
I think, okay, Biblical Baby Mamas. I think that's the one. Yes, Biblical Baby Mamas is the one. I will paste the link in the chat. Yeah, no, that's what happens to me. So I don't know why, but WhatsApp does not let me control its volume independent of system volume.
Mm-hmm.
So it is always as loud as fucking possible. So that was my partner being like, hey, should we get Domino's?
Yes, get Domino's with me.
So yeah, no, my ears hurt just as much with that. Cirrus says yes. She's watching the stream. That's why she brought it up. It's 10:34. We get driveway pizza if we order it this time.
What's bad with driveway pizza?
What's bad with driveway? Okay, there was a time we ordered Domino's. They left the pizza in the driveway and did not like call to tell us it was there. They didn't knock on the door. They didn't do anything to indicate that the pizza had been delivered. So we just like eventually, as we were trying to figure out where this fucking pizza was after an hour and a half, we go wandering outside and say, oh, it's in the driveway. Like, not even on the porch. It's just on the ground in the driveway. And it's like, I get it. It was late. Like, the delivery driver probably has too many deliveries and he just wants to go home. So, like, I get it. But, like, yeah, it closes at 11. So if we order now, we get driveway pizza. No, actually, that's the thing. We don't pay in advance anymore because we used to. Oh, Are my system sounds going to the stream?
Yes.
I'm sorry. I know they're going to you. Okay. It won't go to the stream or to you anymore, so if she messages me again, it'll just blow my ears out, not your guys' ears.
I have my thing set up now to where as soon as we are done on stream, I can hit agree and continue, and then I will go pick up my Domino's pizza because I don't want to spend delivery money.
Okay. We got a couple more. So MTG is talking about she's back on the crazy train.
Yay!
She's talking about chemtrails. And she posted a video of this farmer who said his soil has, he just proved that his soil has 5 times more aluminum than before. I watched the video. His proof is he said, my soil has 5 times more aluminum than before.
So
didn't say
his source his source is trust me, bro, and her source is trust him, bro.
Yes, exactly. And what's funny is like, it's the answer is right there. So like, he's showing his crops, and he's like, over here is some corn that I plant for myself that is non-GMO, and it's like kind of short and not great. Mm-hmm. And then over here is the GMO corn. It's big, it's tall, it's healthy. There's lots of corn everywhere, and it's like, yeah. That's the fucking point of the GMOs. You get more food for less work.
Yeah, you genetically modify the food so that it is.
You make it because like he's a farmer. He's saying that it's off from this year or whatever. I'm not saying that like his corn is always that way and he's lying to us. It probably was better in previous years or whatever. But like maybe there's a drought happening this year. Maybe like something's going on with the weather. But like maybe something is going on that the GMO corn is protected against by virtue of it being GMO, and the non-GMO corn is not protected against because it's not been genetically modified to be protected. And that's the whole fucking point of modifying them, so we can feed more people with less land. And also there's stuff like the GMO rice, the golden rice that they are doing in some countries in Asia right now. Mm-hmm. The whole point of that is rice is a staple part of the diet over there. Even the poor people have access to rice. But what was happening was a lot of kids were having eye problems because they weren't getting enough vitamin A. So golden rice, they just took some of the vitamin A from carrots and they spliced the gene into the rice, and it kind of turned yellow because carrot. And now you have kids that aren't going blind because they're getting vitamin A from their rice. GMOs are fucking great. But of course, Marjorie Taylor Greene was fighting against them.
Because it's easy to get people on board with the idea that something is bad when you can't even contextualize what it means.
I mean, it sounds freaky. Like you take tomato and fish genes and put it in a strawberry or whatever the fuck. And it sounds wrong. I get it. But the thing is, like the food that you're eating only contains the things that it had, like whatever the genes are in the food, the genetic material gets dissolved in your bodily fluid, in your stomach acid. Like, you know the saying, you are what you eat? That includes your DNA. Mm-hmm. All the DNA that you eat from other plants and animals and whatnot gets put into your body, and it gets dissolved in its constituent parts, which then go and make up your own DNA. So like it doesn't matter what the sequences are, they get broken up. But anyway, that's kind of beside the point. I just find it funny that she's back on her crazy, because like there was a period of a couple weeks where I was like, is she going to stop being crazy for the sake of this gubernatorial run?
Nope.
It's like, nope, she's back.
Man, I got people upset at me for a take on a Magic the Gathering video where I said, I don't think that this image is AI generated because I've looked at everything this artist did, and it's consistent with their artwork. They did make an AI generation software, but that doesn't mean that every piece of art they make is AI generated, because they have stuff from before generative AI was a thing available on their public socials for you to see, to look at consistency. And the person just goes, it's a shame that you used the waifu simulator. Like, you mean the technology I used for 2 seconds to show you what it did and say it's fucking useless? Do people think that the minute you touch a tool, you suddenly become poisoned?
Well, so here's the thing. Large language models are not entirely useless, but the things they're useful for are not the profitable things. They're not the things that consumers are going to use them for. It's stuff like scientific research and protein folding. Like they have some pretty phenomenal potential in medical applications.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not what's getting all the press. And I don't know why, because it's way more fucking cool than I made a sexy AI robot that talks dirty to me.
But Jarvis? You like Jarvis?
No, I like protein folding. I like being able to develop vaccines.
No. Disney make movie. You like Jarvis. Jarvis make
like
line
medicine.
go up. Jarvis make line go up.
Jarvis make line go up.
Jarvis make line go up.
Fuck.
We're here again.
Yeah. I mean, that's what it comes down to. Jarvis make line go up, so fuck medicine.
Oh,
Yeah,
what do we have after the crazy train?
Okay, Fennec, just don't misfold the proteins because prion diseases are scary. Yes, but what they're being used for...
You could have fucked up with that without the AI.
No, but what's happening is they're using them like, hey, we need something that is going to bind with this receptor. And instead of manually having to tweak these proteins and do trial and error with it, they just have AI be like, figure out the likely proteins that are going to bind with that receptor. And it'll examine hundreds of millions of potential protein folds, and then it'll be like, these 20 are the ones that have the best chance of binding with it, and then people take over from there. It's not like Microsoft using AI code where they're like, yeah, AI is generating 30% of our code, and we're just going to push the updates without really testing it all that thoroughly first. No, it's just AI is doing the first step, and then people take... So like AI is culling all of the stuff that the researchers would have had to rule out by hand, which would take years, and it's doing it in minutes. And like, this is what the AI was doing 2 years ago when I was following the medical stuff. I imagine it's gotten better since then. But yes, prion diseases are scary.
Prion diseases are spoopy.
Yeah.
Hey, you made it to the end. I want to give an extra thanks to the patrons who allow me to do this full time. I want to thank Aaron Rail, Astral, Britzkrieg, Jemshin, Poundini, Red Joker, Victoria, Jonas, Craig, Tarika, Fireshard, Smiling GM, John, Dren Hadamada, Creeper, Sagitta, you know I'm not saying that last part, Valis of Seraph, Ottoman Angel, Rooster Rachel, and Fire Panda, who are all my $20 and up patrons.